Good afternoon, Wellness for Warriors. This is Samantha. We're starting a brand new series. It's going to take us between 7 and 14 weeks to get through. They are called SMART Goals, and this is part 1A. For many of you might be familiar with the term SMART Goals. But what SMART Goals is, it's something that we are using in the academic world that can be applied to real life situations for each person. And what we're talking about with this is when we set a goal, we have a way to do it wisely, discerningly, and with a lot of discretion so we can make sure that these are challenging but accomplished goals for our lives. I interviewed a few teachers and a few people using these techniques with students, workers, and even patients. And the best thing about this is Miss Elizabeth from the Cox Virtual Learning Center sat down with me briefly one day, and I asked her what her opinion was on SMART goals. And this is an overview of our interview. The goals can be established for weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-yearly, and yearly. Smaller is actually bigger when first working on a goal. This creates more personal responsibility for a person's choices to get to achieving a goal. These are not set in stone. They can be revisited by asking yourself, where do you see yourself in the next time frame? They are meant to be flexible and they are meant to be reasonable. They are established to help a person meet their own needs for either academics, corporate, medical, physical, spiritual, emotional. They are a good thing to use. Okay, what does SMART stand for? SMART stands for specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time-based. It's an acronym for us to grow personally, whether, again, it's for academics, business, or our own personal life. And they ask specific questions that you can see. What, where, how for specific, measurable from and to, assignable to who, and feasible, can you actually achieve this, and when do you want to achieve it by? So for Wellness for Warriors, I was asked to come up with something that is easily distributed and usable for our members, our volunteers that are wanting to set amazingly wise, discerning goals, but they are a little overwhelmed about how about going to do it because of just life, whether it is professional life, personal life, spiritual life, health life, you name it. So this is an example of a form that we have and will be able to send to you. It is a Word document, so you will need to be able to access Word when we send it to you. This is just a goal-setting worksheet, or what we call a graphic organizer. It is set up around the wellness concepts for Wellness for Warriors. There are 4 sections. You don't see the last one, which is spiritual. So in each column, you are setting a specific goal, and then you're asking yourself these questions, and you're writing down the answers so you have a clear path of direction for your life. Not only do we have that, but we also have a way to measure and keep track of your time, so it's not only time-based, but it is measurable as well. And it's just a simple little journal date. What did I do to accomplish this goal this day? whether it's a day or a time or a month. It's being able to track it is the most important thing. Okay, another thing that we will be able to get to you upon request is we have 3 months at a time set up in advance printable calendars. And basically what you're doing is you're making a date with yourself. And making a date and being intentional to achieve these goals is very important. Most of us do not take time to do self-care. And I say this out of personal experience. I have an amazing new care team that is working with me to revamp a lot of my SMART goals and make them even more specific and more challenging but attainable in a specific time frame, and we can measure that progress greatly. All you have to do is ask, and we will email you these 3 months. And again, we'd like to thank Miss Elizabeth from the Cox Virtual Learning Center that is no longer open because Springfield Public Schools went back to school. So with that said, we love you guys. We care for you guys. If you need anything, reach out. Let us know. We're here for you. Each of us have walked a little bit in your shoes of what you're going through. Not the same. We are not minimizing anything you're going through. What we're trying to do is give you a support system to get through it, because there are not too many places that have trauma-based resources, and that's what you're dealing with. We love you guys. We want you to be successful while processing through all that.